Facebook world. Happy hour time. It's about 5-6 o'clock at night and I still didn't do my video, so I thought that I would share with you guys today what my client onboarding process is. Alright, so I've got 10 very simple steps and I'm just gonna run through them, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. So as when I'm talking about my clients, I'm obviously talking about coaching clients. So first step, paperwork. Of course, we got to sign some contracts and get all the passwords and logins to everything, right? Number one. Number two, we got to go over what does coaching actually mean. What is coaching? I think people have a lot of different ideas about what coaching actually is and what it isn't. And so I kind of do a full onboarding session to let my clients know what's available to them, what do they get with me so that they're very clear, what kind of organizational systems should they have in place, how to get into everything that they have logins to, and also how do they get leads from me. So I actually pay for leads for all my clients, which is very exciting, and people a lot of times want to get their hands on those right away, which is not a bad thing. You just need to know how you're going to do that, right? And what's the best way. Okay, number two, that's sort of the onboarding organizational side of it. What is coaching? The third one is that I make everybody do a personality test. It is an important, a lot of people take a personality test to find out what kind of a personality they are. So you might have heard of the DISC or the Myers-Briggs. I don't really care what it is. I think that DISC is very simple and good. But what it does is it actually, instead of the client learning about themselves, it teaches me what their preferred way of learning is. And I think that that's really important so that I can actually get through to those clients and figure out how do they learn the best, how can I help them the best way. So number three is a personality test, right? Number four is, how do we actually sell real estate? We have to kind of do an overview of that. So we go through a lot of different ideas. When people get into the world of real estate, I guess this could be true for almost any business, but when you're first getting into it, maybe you went through a licensing process of some sort. Unfortunately, that licensing process is usually about the law and the principles and the finance side of it and how to actually do the legal transactions and the contracts, but it doesn't actually teach you how to sell anything. So we have to kind of go over that and figure out, hey, which way are you going to sell it? What interests you? Not everybody is cut for cold calling. Not everybody is cut for door knocking. Not everybody's good with marketing. So we're going to figure out the way that suits the client and their personality type so that they can actually be successful in this business, right? All right. And then number five, we have to get organized with our calendar. The calendar, if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. That's what we say in real estate. It's not about selling real estate. It's about following a schedule. So when we say we're going to do something, we have to get committed and do it. And no better way to do that than to actually just follow a calendar. The reason putting things on your calendar is so important is because it actually takes the emotion away from having to wake up and think, am I up for this right now? Am I not up for this? I don't know. Can I do it? Do I know what I'm doing? If it's on your calendar and you commit to just sticking to a calendar, you're just going to do the activities and run through the day, and you've already set it up the way that you know is going to be successful, and now you just follow it. Boom, you've got success coming your way for sure. Okay, and then number six, we actually sit down to figure out what their goals are, what their someday goals are, what the big goals are that they eventually want to get to, not what we want to do this year, not what we want to do next year, not how much money we want to make in the next 5 years. We're going to talk about what the ultimate goals are first, and then we're going to break it down to 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 24 hours even, right? And therefore, we're actually going to get to where we need to go, and we have a better, more clear understanding of what motivates us, our motivation, and our big why, and why are we here in the first place? And these are all the things that we're looking to accomplish, right, in our lives. So we start there, and we break them down. Number 7, we're gonna go through a lot of training. We have a huge training calendar. I cannot really coach people until they start getting some training under the belt, just because they just have too many questions about how to do certain things. And that's not really my job to answer those questions. My job is to empower them to go find out for themselves so that they know how to do it again and again and again on their own. So of course I do answer those kinds of questions too, but we do have an extensive training calendar, which is one of the things that I love about KW. And that is something that is a monthly, almost like a newsletter, to a point of just so much value that you could be a professional university goer here. And of course we want to learn for doing's sake, not just for knowing's sake. All right. So in those trainings, we're going to learn about the scripts. We're going to learn about the contract signing. We're going to learn about all the different ideas, how you're going to sell real estate, and we're going to learn about how to use our technology, because we are actually a technology company now, right? Number 8, we're going to set up our systems. So we're going to set up all of our email campaigns. We're going to learn to use our technology so that all of our text messages and all that stuff is going through on a regular basis. We know who to call every single day, and we've got our people in there, and we're going to figure out our systems of how we're going to do something every time so that we're being consistent. And number 9, we are actually going to lead generate. No matter which way you look at it, that is the one part that needs to get done every single day. And when we've broken down all of our goals, it becomes very clear of how many actually, how much time do we need to spend lead generating daily? How many contacts do we need to make daily to reach those goals? And everyone's goals are different, and that's okay. But we need to know exactly what that would take. It is just a math equation. It's just a mathematical checkmate, basically. So everyone can do it, yet not everyone will, right? And number 10, we're going to get contracts signed by going on appointments and getting those contracts signed. So number 10, get contracts signed, put them into escrow, get your deals under contract as quickly as possible. That's my personal goal with this whole coaching program. And then we repeat. We're just going to keep repeating that process over and over. And until we have any transactions going, really our only job is to keep lead generating, right? Because otherwise we don't really have a job. So we need to find those transactions, and a lot goes into that process. It's not a simple process. It might be simple, but it's definitely not easy to stick to and easy to do. Otherwise everyone would be doing it. So I thought I would share that with you guys. If you have any questions or comments for me, I would love to hear that as well. Otherwise, y'all have a great day and rest of the week. Mwah.